Hello there fellow humans and welcome to this video, and today I want to talk about the MAUS and why the MAUS is actually the best light tank in World Tanks Blitz. Now, you all know that the Leopard 1 is now a tank destroyer, even though it's a highly functional medium tank that is supposed to be used as a flanking tank, and the T-125 is now a medium tank which was specifically designed to be a heavy tank, small enough to be able to go through the tunnels in the Bernese Alps. But that's not the point here. The reason why the MAUS is a light tank is because, as you can see right here, it has 279 meters view range. That's very important about the MAUS. That's why it's a light tank, you know. It's not the speed, it's not the mobility, it's not the horrible gun, it's the view range. That's what matters. Am I right? Because if we, for example, look at the Sheridan has more view range. And as we know from World Tanks PC, that all the light tanks in the World Tanks PC have less view range than all the mediums. So this has to mean, since the MAUS has less view range than the Sheridan, it has to mean that the MAUS is a light tank. Yeah, that's how logic works now, apparently. Anyway, let's get into the MAUS and let's show you exactly how this tank works. There we go, we are on Castilla, which is a very, very good map for a light tank because, obviously, it's sort of two-part map. You have the hill area and you have the other hill area, basically. And there's a lot of crossfire going on between those. What you want to do in your MAUS, in your light tank, is you want to spot obviously the hill that is closer to you, because unfortunately the MAUS has the downside of being so heavy, having to carry so hard, that the mobility is rather mediocre. So you have to put up with that, unfortunately, because of all the added weight of having to carry your games by being an absolute supreme light tank. Now, I'm gonna go here with the Z100, who is completely oblivious on how to actually play this game. He is not camping, which I don't understand. Now this IS-8 also doesn't understand how it works, because he's pushing forward, which I don't know why, but sure. Welcome to World of Tanks Blitz. Somehow this is the EU server, and that is what's happening these days. And that's what happens when you listen to unqualified people that disclose their incompetent opinion as fact. Now, what we're gonna do here, as I said, I'm a light tank. I already spotted the ISA, I spotted the T-54 with the help of my fellow light tank, the E100. Now, here I'm going to, as a good light tank would do, I'm going to spot here, as you can see. Yes, I spotted the Grill 15. There you go. Now, the MAUS is not a very traditional light tank. Obviously, you play on the front line, and you use it to basically spot your enemies and then not get out, but to block damage for your team and be effective like that. You know, as you can see right here, I'm kind of in a little problem situation right there, because there's an MX-30B that is decided to be not cool. As you can see right there, 2,400 resistance damage already in the MAUS. You cannot tell me that this is not a light tank. Absolutely cannot. Now, obviously, I am going to wait here and let the E100, my fellow light tank, deal with the MX-30B, who has, for some reason, pushed forward. Now, as you can see right here, I get the MX-30B because I'm a light tank. Yes, you know, that's what I'm designed to do. And, as you can already see, I did 2,000 damage in this game so far, and I did 2,500 assistance, which is also very, very typical of light tanks. Now, before I continue this joke any further, mind you, that the way I play the MAUS right here is actually the correct way to play the MAUS. Like, you play on the front line, you are supposed to be the shield, you're not supposed to do damage. Well, you are, but not the main point of the tank is to do damage. That's why you only have 2,300 DPM, that's why you have a pretty horrible gun. Doing damage is not the MAUS's strong point. It is, if you intend to play the MAUS, you should never ever be intent on having a high damage game, having high impact games. You should always be intent on helping the team, on being a good team player, playing the front line, soaking up the damage, and just generally being a good teammate, which is what the mouse is there to do. Now, as you can see right here, I did a reasonable amount of assistance damage. Could have done more, obviously. Could have spotted more enemies, but you know, that's how it goes. Let's try that again, I guess. How many times do I gotta say that I don't want your fucking stupid camouflages, Wargaming? Shove them up your ass. Thank you. Now, obviously, let's go into the next battle, which is on mines, which is also a very good map for scouting. You know, you can, well, while you're more traditional medium and light tanks, will go up on the hill and try to fight from there. I am a different breed of light tank, and that's why I'm going to also go to the hill, but I'm going to do it very, very slowly. Because from this side of mines, which is the weakest side, actually, this side of mines is more often the losing side, because what you basically do, the enemy team gets map control, they get this island for free, basically, if they push properly, and they get the cap circle for free as well, because they have a way better fire angle there. But that's not the point. So basically, if you're on this side, you have to concentrate on one point and then just push through, otherwise you're just gonna lose. Which is why this map is basically garbage. Now, as you can see, I'm going to the front line here. Obviously, like a light tank is supposed to do. Now, if this Centurion, who totally should be camping at the back, wouldn't be blocking me that much, I could simply do my job and be a proper light tank and go up on the hill. There we go. Standard B is now dead. Come on, Chieftain, be useful. Finish off Delta 1B. There you go. I'm up on the hill, like a true light tank would be. Now, shoot the Jaegeru, and I block his damage, which is exactly what light tanks do. You know. Okay, now, as you can see here, this is how you basically win this side of mines. You have to take the hill, and then you can sort of stop them from capping, you can stop them from taking this position. And then they're getting wrecked, and that is wonderful. There we go, another one. Now, as you can see, the mouse is actually not a very good vehicle, in my eyes. It is good against bad players, because they don't really know how to penetrate it, so you can stay alive for very long. It's also, in a way, like the Kronvang, you know, the Kronvang has a horrible DPM, but it is good because it stays alive, because if you know where to put it, if you know how to use it properly, you can just put it into a proper position, and then you're a god. Which is the same with the mouse, which, while has horrible mobility and a horrible gun, if you know how to make the armor work, that's a very, very good light tank, you know? Now, as you can see, I am going to take the forward position again here. I'm going to go forward, lead the way for my team, and do this properly. You know, like in World of Tanks PC with the EBR 105s, they just dash forward and spot everything and are the ultimate scouts of the game. That is exactly what I'm doing right here. That is exactly what I am doing. Now, we have the enemy 75, which is AFK, which is more than common now these days, and that is a 7-0 in 3 minutes. Well, and with that, all a disappointment for the enemy team, and the light tank that is the mouse. That is it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you understand that this is a joke. While I did show you how to properly play the mouse, which is on the front line, the mouse is not a light tank at all. Just like the Leopard and the E5 on medium or tank destroyers. But that should be obvious to everyone at this point. Anyway, so yeah, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.